Hey everybody, Dave here with my special guest, my beautiful wife Erin.
Oh, you're kind.
And we are here for the Drawing to My Decades Challenge. I had 26 people enter, of which 19 answered the bonus question, so they'll get two Toms in the bucket when we do the drawing. But before we start,
Let me just first say, I really like those who went for the bonus question. Seeing that I'm a teacher, I like extra credit.
okay. Do you even know what the bonus question was?
Not a clue.
Since Valentine's Day is this month, it's to show your favorite love song or anti-love song.
Oh.
All right, so we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Before we start, I wanted Erin to show us what her favorite songs or albums were for the decades. She was limited to what I have in my collection, so give her a little slack, I guess.
Yeah, because there were a couple decades where I'm like, hey, this. He's like, don't
Yeah,
have
we have
this.
totally different
Don't have
tastes in music.
Totally. And I will give him some kudos because in his music room, he actually has started my own collection. So I have my own little
Crate.
tiny
Tiny.
compared to what's behind us.
Oh,
It's
okay.
tiny.
Well,
But no, so I do appreciate you starting my own collection. So I just say, hey, I want this record, and he gets it.
or I buy it for myself and say, hey, look what I bought you. Okay, so show us what your favorite records are from the decades.
All right, so for the 70s, now I have to admit I'm not much of a 70s gal. I was born in 79, but I still appreciate music that came out of the 70s, but I am addicted to the song Fat Bottom Girls by Queen. I just love the song. I love the sound of it, and Queen was so good at storytelling, so that's why I went with Queen. Okay, now I have to first say, before I even start with the 80s, this was so hard because even though I was a teenager in the 90s, I love the 80s. I'm a junkie for 80s music. So I'll start off with definitely one of my favorite 80s bands, Duran Duran. And I have to thank my sister for introducing me to Duran Duran. Actually, she introduced me to several bands that I love, and some that I'll even refer to later in this video from the 90s. But love Duran Duran.
Favorite song?
I can't pin it down.
Rio?
Oh no. No. Hungry Like a Wolf is too cliche.
Girls on Film?
I like Girls on Film. Oh, I can't pick. You can't ever go wrong with Prince's Kiss. I don't care what you're doing. You just can't help but start shaking your rear end when that song comes on.
It gets played quite a bit around here.
Yeah, he hears it come on, and he usually migrates to wherever I am in the house. So, love Kiss. I love some other Prince stuff too, but that's we won't talk about that one.
Free Control.
My clubbing days. My favorite band of all time, Journey. I've seen them in concert. Oh, stop. 5 times, I think. Now, unfortunately, it's not with Steve Perry, but Arnel Pinata is just, if you want as close to Steve Perry as you possibly can get without it being Steve Perry, you get a little guy from the Filipinos. I mean, the guy can sing. The Philippines. Sorry. Filipinos, geez. It's just, he's remarkable. But now I will get cliche with Journey. You just can't go wrong with Faithfully and Open Arms. They're really good at storytelling as well. So
Don't Stop Believing.
Oh, well, of course, Don't Stop Believing, but I'm speaking about my favorites. So
Okay. Separate Ways?
Separate Ways is probably my favorite upbeat song from them. Now to the 90s.
She's dragged me to 3 concerts for Journey.
Stop. You didn't enjoy it at all? Even the slow dancing to the slow
I enjoyed
songs?
the opening acts. Cheap Trick was there, Emma.
Well, he didn't go to the last one. So now I have my one of our daughters, Caitlin, that's her favorite band. So moving on, now we're to the 90s. And again, have to thank my sister. One day I was getting ready across from our bedroom. We shared a room at the time. And I heard this song and I was like, what is that? And so I go to our room and I was like, what is that? And she said, it's Pearl Jam. And I was like, who? She was like, Pearl Jam? And I'm like, no clue. And she's like, well, the song's called Jeremy. And I was hooked with Pearl Jam at that moment. Now, I have to admit, I have not been a fan of Pearl Jam in later years. But their earlier stuff, the stuff that really put them on the map, such as their material from 10, it just did it for me.
But you're not a fan of like live performances. I got Unplugged this past Record Store Day, and you're not a fan of that at all. You would rather hear the studio version than
I don't know what it is. I don't like live music by anybody when I'm hearing it like on an album or a soundtrack or something like that. I like the studio work. And even when I go to concerts, I hate it when the artist takes my favorite songs and they switch it up just for the sake of the concert. Oh, I hate that, because then I'm like, that's not why I fell in love with the song. And a lot of the times the arrangements, I just hate them. So no, I'm not a fan. And if it's listening on the radio or on a record, whatever it might be, I don't listen to any live music. I know, I probably just hurt a bunch of you all, but now he's the musician though, so have a little bit of forgiveness for me. But yeah, that was a great album.
She doesn't listen to me either.
Stop it, I do too, and I love listening to you.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, this to date includes my favorite rap song of all time. Gotta love some Chronic. And my favorite rap song of all time is Nothing But a G Thing. I love the song. It was the first rap song that I learned from front to back. Like, it is just phenomenal. And I love so much of Dr. Dre. But, and I love a lot of different rap music. In fact, my students always flip out when they ask me, hey, what's your favorite type of music, your favorite genre of music? And I'm like, 90s gangster rap. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And they really don't believe me until like they hear me like spit out a line or whatever. And they're like, what? And so, granted, I'm ancient to their ages, but no, it's just, oh, God, I love this album. Love it. You also can't go wrong with Eminem. This white boy can rap all day. I love the song Lose Yourself. That's probably my favorite Eminem song. And
listen when you play around the house all the time. Shake.
Oh.
Shake that ass.
You actually just corrected me. I would say Shake That, and it's actually Shake That. Shake That is actually my favorite Eminem song. It is repulsive. It is disgusting. And I was so proud within like the last couple weeks. I actually helped my daughter learn one of the main raps in that song, and I was like, yeah. So
we're wonderful parents.
but yeah, I love that song. It just has a beat to it. I love to dance. I danced in high school, and I don't mean like ballet. I mean get down and dirty kind of dancing. When I was in college, I tore up this little club that's no longer there called Jay Sutter's Mill. Actually dragged him to it because when I met him, he didn't dance at all.
2 left feet.
Yeah. But, hey, I would say you do just fine.
I can bump and grind.
Yes, he can.
Makes that stupid white boy face.
But no, it's just Shake That. Oh, and that's why I love P Control by Prince. Because that was the #1 club song when I was going to Jay Sutter's Mill.
We're all adults here. We can say pussy control.
I hate that word though. But I can sing it. I just don't like to speak it. But anyway, it's just such a good clubbing song. And if Shake That had been around, oh, people, I would have brought the house down. Let me tell you, because whether I was looking good or not, I would have danced to my heart's content.
I still blush when you dance.
I'm so happy. All right. Oh, so this is my 2010s. I love some Chris Stapleton. Now, as far as, being a fan across the board, no, not really. But Tennessee Whiskey, he can put that on, and as soon as that turntable starts to turn, you just want to grab somebody and pull them in and just slow dance with them. It's just one of those good feeling songs. Love this song. Again, great at storytelling.
Also a Kentucky boy.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. So I have everyone's names in my fancy dancy Halloween bucket. If you see me pull your name and you see a couple dots after your name, that's because you had the bonus question. So I'm putting you back in the bucket.
Now, you know what? I feel so sorry for this guy because he just saw his name get put up to the camera, and if his sound's down, he's going to be like, I won.
Sorry, Mazzy. I'm sorry.
I'll really try to pull your name.
It's not who gets pulled first, it's who gets pulled
Oh,
last.
that's right. Okay, listen, VC community. I hate that idea. I don't know. Like, why somebody should have to sit and listen through 100 names. That's just torture.
Well,
And it really, makes the whole process super long. But David's like, that's part of the fun.
I didn't say it was fun. I hate watching those videos too, but I don't have any other way of doing it.
Well, you
I
could
mean-
totally break rank and...
Yeah, but people had. I don't want to cheat somebody. I mean,
So
people
make-
answered the bonus questions. You
making
get
it
2
tough.
tries. All right, so I'll let you pick the names and read them off. It's my dog barking in the background.
He always barks. Chris Prophy, sorry.
And is there 2 dots?
There are 2 dots.
Back in the bucket. All right, Chris, get another chance.
I almost said congratulations.
I know.
See, it's just wrong. But hey, you guys have your own way. Oh, and there he is again. Sorry, Chris. Wasn't on purpose. Now he's feeling so just
Sorry, Chris.
Brian at Cosmic Vinyl. No 2 dots. Sorry, Brian. Beth at B-Side Records with 2 dots. Let me tell you something, Beth. I know all about you, and I think you're really just cool stuff. So he can't speak.
You sound like you're threatening there for a second. I know all about you.
No, probably did come across that. No, he can't speak highly enough about you. And when you sent him the package with the records, I flipped out just as much as he did over the Unsolved Mysteries because I was immediately transported back in time. So, because I never missed an episode of that show and was always freaked out that I would end up on it someday. And I'm really surprised I didn't. But seriously, I'm really hoping she... Can I not be biased?
You can't be playing favorites.
Then let's get Beth 3 dots. Jersey Joey at Under the Needle with 2 dots.
It's a new one to me. I just subscribed to his channel last week. He's also hosting a contest.
Nice. Have you entered?
I have.
Okay.
I am the contest king. Ask anybody in the VC.
Why am I not surprised? Brandon at Mr. Hall of Fame with 2 dots. Do we need to make sure I show the name every time? Make sure that we're keeping it legit.
It's going to be hard to remember who has been drawn and who hasn't.
Mike at Jam on Vinyl, 2 dots.
Mike's got a contest going on. It's Jam on History. I think you've got until the end of this week, maybe? Get him in.
Hey, are you making note of who has 2 dots, who we've drawn?
Yeah, I'm still trapping.
Which he really is. Rachel at the music.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. 2 dots. Merrick at the Vinyl Truffle. Sorry, Merrick. No 2 dots. Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
Are you going to ask me for the bonus question?
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that.
Rob Walker, Let the Music Play. No 2 dots.
Rob's my friend in the UK who likes Oasis and Manchester bands. He lives in Manchester.
Oh,
I'd love to go
never
visit
been to that
Manchester.
side of the pond. I don't even know what kind of accent that was supposed to be, but
Yeah.
Bobby Z, 2 dots. That's a fun name.
Bobby had me cracking up with his video last night.
Oh, was that the
Yes,
guy?
that's the
He
guy.
was literally like, you got to see this video. You're a funny fella, Bobby Z. He reminds me of my brother. Just his level of humor. Randall Weaver, 2 dots. I wonder if some didn't answer the bonus question because it just took him back to a painful place.
Gave him a chance for an anti-love song.
Well, either direction. One, you could be reminded of a happy time that was sadly ended, and another one could be a song that you listened to that reminded you of that happy time. Just saying.
Just read the name.
Jesse Korhonen, 2 dots. That's a great last name.
Yes, Jesse's one of my. Is it Finnish? Swedish? Sorry.
That is not the direction I was going with that last name. Elliot Cruz, 2 dots.
Cruz is a cool name.
He was good.
This is gonna take forever.
Yes, it is. Another reason I say pull a name and call that the winner. Bill at the Vinyl Verse, 2 dots.
He's a PA boy. Lives in Pennsylvania.
My mom's from Pittsburgh. I love
Carnegie.
that city. Well, right outside of Pittsburgh, Carnegie. But it is like, anybody who knows where Carnegie is, they'll be like, well, that's practically Pittsburgh. That's a great city. Both are. Christian Osorio, 2 dots. I think not doing these little check marks next to names.
Okay.
It's gonna.
Up here.
Mike, guitar player, 07. No 2 dots.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks anyway, Mike. Were you just hurting too much to give us a bonus? Brought you too much pain? Jersey Joey at Under the Needle. Hopefully you mean from tattoos.
That's
2 dots.
That's 2. That's your second.
Are you sure?
Yep. Here's a new channel I have to just subscribe to and post the contest.
Yes. I really hope to start my sleeve tattoos this summer. Speaking of which.
Total random fact there.
Well, no, I was saying Under the Needle.
He
doesn't listen.
The needles. What goes on the. Never mind.
Oh, that needle. We did call this guy.
Yes.
Jesse Korhonen. Thanks for entering, Jesse. Getting a little easier.
Yep, we're down to.
3,500. Randall Weaver.
That's,
Thanks for entering, Randall.
Yes, Randy. Thank you, Randy.
Randall's such a great name. You don't need to shorten it.
It's down in Tennessee.
Oh, hi. Just our neighbors. Mhm. Junior at Comic Rima. 2 dots. Bill at the Vinyl Verse. We called him, right?
PA.
Oh, okay. Thanks for entering, Bill. Might I add that it takes me usually 6 months before I finally learn all of my students' names. And can you guess why I haven't been on a video of my husband's yet? Mazzy at Normal Maslov.
Norman. That should be Norman. Sorry, Mazzy.
We called him.
He's a normal Maslov, though.
Thank you for entering.
He's still in.
I thought that was the second
He
time.
was the one I pulled as example.
Oh, at least I remember the name. Wow, we haven't pulled your name in a while. Junior at Comic Rima. Thank you, Junior, for entering.
Jimmy's out. He's out in LA.
Oh, nice. My sister lives right outside San Francisco. Never been down south, though. Christian Osorio. Thanks for entering, Christian.
He's out in Colombia.
He's in Columbia, South Carolina, or Columbia. Cool stuff. I love how you guys are so interconnected. Miles don't matter. Rod at Happy Hippie the Vinyl Guy. Now that's a name, kids.
Also in Tennessee.
But no 2 dots. Thanks for entering, Rod.
All right, we're getting down to the last 10.
Is Beth still in the running?
Yes, Beth's still in there.
Mazzy.
Sorry, Maz.
Thanks for entering, though. Mr. Finglish at Bad English Rex. I don't know if I like that name.
He's in Finland. He doesn't speak very good English.
You're not forgiven.
Wow. You critic.
I'm an English teacher. Brad at H2 Vinyl. Have we called him? I didn't think so.
He's down in Orlando.
He's got 2 dots. Love Orlando. Brandon at Mr. Hall of Fame.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you very much.
Brandon is who I won that box set from ZZ Top.
Oh, okay, cool. I remember when he opened it.
It's great stuff.
I'm not a ZZ Top fan.
But she's got legs, though.
Mr. Finglish at Bad English Rex. Thanks for entering, Mr. Finglish.
All right, we'll get done in under half an hour.
Elliot Cruz. We called him, right? Thanks for entering, Elliot.
Carolina boy.
Dan's Vinyl Challenge.
Channel.
Or channel, I'm sorry. Thank you for entering.
Thanks, Dan. Dan's in Kansas City.
I've been there for work.
Not Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri. Sorry, that was a slam at President Trump.
Yes.
We don't like Trump.
No. John at the Digital Gramophone. We haven't pulled him, have we?
Nope.
RCA Records just came into my brain. Their little logo.
Oh, yeah, Spike, whatever his name is.
Bobby Z. Was that the second one?
Yeah, reminds you of your brother.
Yep.
Thanks, Bobby.
Robin Hoodie Radio. 2 dots, so you go back in because I know we haven't called your name. Mike at Jam on Vinyl.
Yep.
That's our second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Mike, for
Thanks, Mike.
entering. Robin Hoodie Radio. That was our second one, right? Thanks for entering. I'm calling out so many names. I want to make sure.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, then why do you laugh? He teases me constantly, people. I've been with him 20 years and he teases me more now than ever. Rachel at the Music Man.
Yep.
That was our second one. Thanks for entering,
Thanks,
Rachel.
Rachel has a contest going on too. Go check out her channel.
John at the Digital Gramophone.
Sorry, John.
Thanks for entering, though.
All right, we're down to 3. Nope, 4.
We haven't called Beth yet.
We're down at 4. Oh my gosh, she's like showing favoritism.
Well,
I'm gonna get accused
I
of-
feel like I know her. I promise. Like, we can pull it up and watch me stir. Logan Archer Mounts. We haven't called him, right? He has 2 dots, so he gets to go back in.
Thanks, Beth.
Beth at B-Sign Records. Can
All
we
right.
put her back in and just pretend like there's a third dot?
We cannot.
See, I would cheat if I was the person in charge of this. I know
All
that
right.
probably speaks horribly to my character.
We are down to the final 3. One of them hasn't been drawn yet. The other 2 have.
Brad at H2 Vinyl.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Brian.
entering, Brad.
All right. This is it. Whoever gets.
Logan Archer Mounts. Thanks for entering, Logan.
And that leaves the winner,
Who didn't even do the bonus question.
Tim. DJ High Noon. Congrats, Tim.
Congrats.
If
How
you
exciting.
can message me on Facebook and just let me know your details, and I will get you your prize. Now, we have to answer your question: your favorite love song or anti-love song, since some people aren't happily in relationships.
My favorite love song would have to be when you and I started dating. And that would be Brian McKnight's Back at One, because first the melody is just, it's just beautiful. And his vocals are incredible. But the story that song tells you, it's just awesome. And it reminds you that just to, yes, everything's butterflies and, excitement at the very beginning, but as you move further along, and you feel like you've reached the pinnacle of how much you can love somebody, you just start back at one. Oh, it's the best.
I don't think I answered my favorite love song in my video.
What would it be?
I'm going to have to go with George Harrison's
Oh.
Something
Totally.
from the Beatles. That's a great song.
I was guessing Amazed.
I thought you were going to say Amazed, but
No, I love that song. It's one of our favorite love songs, but I just,
I don't know. All right, we are at almost 30 minutes. Tim, congratulations to you.
this
Thank you
video's
to
almost 30 minutes long.
Thank you to everyone
so
that
sorry.
entered the contest. It means a lot to me that you guys are supporting my channel and everything. That's going to do it for this video. Until next time, take care.
Bye, guys. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Most horrible wife on the planet. Finished the video and immediately was like, wait. I forgot to wish you a happy birthday to the world. So happy birthday. You are like a fine wine and get better looking every single year. And I fall in love with you every single year a little bit more. So happy birthday.
Am I red? Am I red? I'm red.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.